With this tutorial, what we're trying to do is focus a little bit on the actual website. I think we haven't really, I think the staff sometimes doesn't appreciate the amount of work that was put into it. And it's real important for you guys to really know different aspects of the website itself. One of the important things on the first page that we want you to pay attention to is the actually health news. And patients can sign up, you can sign up for the health newsletter that comes out of the electronic medical records. A lot of times talking about different conditions, and for patients it's free and it's a really good resource. All they have to do once they click is put their email, and that's it. We actually find out if they open their emails, if the information, if they actually don't accept the email. So this is pretty valuable for us when managing patients. When you go to the top, and here you're in the About Us, if you go to the brochure section, it's in PDF that people can actually look at. I think the PDF has a lot of information. Sometimes for patients, we can print this up. Another section of it on the newsletter, we have a monthly newsletter that gets mailed out to patients. It's on the website, and it has a lot of valuable information for the patient. This is what it looks like. We try to cover a lot of different things within it, especially National Domestic Violence Awareness Month. That was October. The actual patient portal site is also here. So when you click, you're getting information into the patient's portal. And we're trying to get more and more of the health navigators to sign patients up because, again, appointments, refills, labs can all be picked out of here. And if you scroll down, there's a lot of tutorials that'll teach patients how to use the site. It'll teach some of the health navigators how to learn in terms of accessing patients' information and communicating with the patient. Community health workers also help to sign patients up, but we want them to also be engaged in the portal. One of the areas of services also is the apps. We have a GBUAHN app, and we have a video that was put together. They can download it to an Android or iPhone, and the app has a lot of information. On the network piece, if you click on it, you'll actually see that there is a referral that could be done online. As we scroll down, all the information's in there. The other piece of information from the website is if you click on the health, we have, in terms of the tutorials, health tutorials, for a lot of the health navigators and community health workers that are not aware of certain conditions, this is an excellent resource. Please use it. So here, it tells you what the resource is being used for, and the tutorials are down below. Next slide. And here are all the conditions. There's more of them. In addition to, if you want the conditions in Spanish, you click and you'll actually get the whole presentation in English and Spanish. Once you pick one of the diagnostic conditions, this is what you see. So you can start an interactive tutorial. It can play by itself for the patient or the text. The only thing is on the pads, this doesn't play very well. So you have to use a PC for that. But again, the patient can really learn a lot in addition to this on a condition like asthma. But also the health navigator and the community health worker that may not understand asthma, it's a really good summary of the condition and what things need to be sort of followed. The text is actually a lot of the information we have within the actual electronic record, so this will be a valuable resource for you and the patient. We also have a lot of health mobile apps for coaching, for running, a lot of Lose It. So there's a lot of different apps that we linked in here so the patients can download to the Android or iPhone. On the health section, if you come down to the actual screening tools, one of the areas that we have is a questionnaire. And all these questionnaires that we have from the website actually come back to GBUAHN, and someone prints a PDF of it and incorporates it into the electronic record and also follows up on it. So it's a PHQ-9. Most of you have seen it. One of the key things is you'll know from this how to further evaluate a patient. And I think all this information again, comes back and we follow up on the patient. But from the website, the patient can enter this information and it gets submitted. Now, one of the other areas on the website that we haven't really focused on is disease prevention, because a lot of times community health workers, health navigators will say, well, I don't know who requires what. These are the more common conditions that we are tracking, and these are the measurables that we're going after. We'll show you an example of osteoporosis. It gives you this information, so it tells you not only who needs it, who's at risk, who's it recommended for, but the fact is that these screening tools that are here describe what needs the patient to understand, and you as a community health worker or health navigator can help that patient. Again, more information about the risk factors. And the other piece that we are not using enough is the contact section. And if we go there, we have a listing. So not only the names, titles, and emails, but whether people speak Spanish. This one area here, if you click to talk, it'll actually call their cell phone and it'll call their desk phone from the website itself. So you click this, you put your phone number, and it calls the individual, and then you get called back. Further list of the member services, the blue team, the orange team, the green team, community health workers. Again, it's a nice way so that everyone can communicate. I know there's been a disconnection between sometimes the community health worker and the health navigator. These pieces are going to help, the link's going to help, but we're going to try to really test and follow the calls. Every call that comes into GBUAHN, whether it's on the cell phone or the house phone, everything gets recorded. So we're tracking calls coming in, calls that are missed, who's picking up, who's not. So we'll have better data in order to evaluate patients. Now, the other piece of the website that I do want you to look at is the emergency hotlines. Very important. We put them there, but community health workers, health navigators, care managers should know these, and we just want to. So they're here in terms of some of the numbers. I'll just scroll down to the other set. All right. So again, it's just a summary, trying to get you guys better informed on our website. Use it, and hopefully this helped. Thank you.